Hi everyone, today is the 6th of April 2018 and today we're going to talk about this 12 weeks phase 3 of pregnancy for fathers-to-be. So remember, I'm the director of Common Knowledge Trust, and in the early 70s I worked with hundreds of ordinary fathers and mothers who developed the Birthing Better Childbirth Preparation, now online courses. And these dads also developed the 10 pregnancy skills that they would grow from conception to birth through these 5 phases of pregnancy. And one of the things that we learned together, it was very quickly learned together, is that we had to prepare our pregnant body to give birth. And men got this. It's an exercise in plumbing. You've got a big object that's now becoming obvious. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's got to come out of this container, this woman's body. Now, as I said in the description, every pregnant woman's body is preparing to labor and have a vaginal birth, even if your mind knows you're going to have a cesarean, a non-laboring cesarean. So enjoy preparing. How many times are you going to get pregnant? Enjoy it. Get closer together as a couple. You get to learn about a woman's body and realize it's just like yours. In other words, if you do a hip lift on her body and she does it on you, oh my God, very similar. If you learn that there are 4 ways that humans breathe, we all breathe in those 4 ways, and we have variations, and those variations lead us to find breathing skills that help us relax and to cope with pain or discomforts or anxieties or heightened emotions, which birth always is. So there's been a message since the 1980s, really, almost as though birth's sort of like a non-event on one hand. It's natural, instinctive, you should trust it, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to learn any skills, and so on. So it sort of makes it's a normal part of life. It's physiological. It happens to women. On the other hand, the other side of it is that it's dynamic, and it's transforming, and it's life-altering. Can't be both. So Birthing Better Families chose the big thing. And we decided that it was not just something that happened to us in which we had no control over. It wasn't an event that we could plan successfully, because babies don't come to plan, but it was an activity we had to do. And as men, you understand that. You understand activity. Your partner has to do the activity of birthing your baby. So your number 1 job right now is to prepare her body to do that activity, no matter how it unfolds, no matter where the birth occurs, who's present, or what happens. Your number 1 job is to help her gain confidence in her ability to birth her baby. Because secret, I'm going to say it, women do not know how to birth. We do birth 100% of the time, and 100% of pregnant women will birth one way or another. But notice, one way or another. We get through it, but it doesn't mean we know how to do it. And this is the big unraveling once you begin to put skills connected to this activity. So what are some of the skills that you need to prepare her body? Well, it's simple. You need to help her create space in her bony pelvis, her pelvis, your pelvis. You need to help her soften inside that. You need to help at 32 weeks to begin to prepare the baby's birth canal. Now, if you're going to have a non-laboring cesarean, you may choose not to do that, or you may choose to do it once or twice so you understand, because that will help you connect where your baby is in the belly and how your baby comes down through her body once the cervix is opened. So as you learn skills like the hip lift or the sacral maneuver or the sit bone spread, or positions that will help the baby align better to the inlet of the pelvis and the outlet of the pelvis, your male mind then gets triggered into, I get this. This is plumbing. Big object has to come out. It has to open up this diaphragm, the cervix. So being soft inside makes sense. It has to come through this bony tube, which means having it be mobile and create space makes sense. It has to then come down through this soft tube called the vajayjay, as Oprah calls it. That makes sense. We can get in there and work out any tensions there, knowing that her body will come back to her pre-pregnant form within a few weeks. So you as a dad, this is your number 1 job now. Prepare her pregnant body for birth. And we challenge you to find any other birth preparation course that does that. Birthing Better stands out. It's unique. It's the only one developed by mothers and fathers, and so are the 10 pregnancy skills, the only ones developed for dads who really wanted to keep up and grow alongside their baby and their baby's mother. See you again tomorrow.